Most piano beginners skip these 3 steps, and it slows down their progress. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what to look for before starting a new song, so you can avoid confusion, learn faster, and feel more confident at the piano. Hi, I'm Ruby Medina. I teach beginner-friendly piano lessons online, making learning feel fun and stress-free, whether you're just starting out or picking it back up after a break. In each video, I'll share one simple tip you can use right away to make your practice smoother and more enjoyable. Starting a new piece of music can feel overwhelming. Where do you even begin? Most beginners just start playing from the top, hoping it makes sense as they go. But that often leads to frustration, mistakes, and giving up before the song really clicks. Because without understanding the map of the song first, like the beat, key, and patterns, it's like trying to cook without reading the recipe. You miss important clues that could make learning way easier. Here's a simple 3-step check that sets you up for success. Step 1. Look for the time signature at the beginning of the piece. This way you'll know how many beats are in each measure. So for example here, the time signature is in 3/4. So that's telling us that there are 3 beats in each measure. Next, it would be best to start clapping a steady pulse to feel the beat. And as you do that, you start thinking about the rhythm of the notes and how that fits into the steady beat. So if this is in 3/4, we know that there's 3 beats in each measure. We would count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the second thing to look for is the key signature. Check for sharps or flats at the beginning of the piece. This tells you which notes will be sharp or flat throughout the piece. So in this first example, when we look at the key signature, we would find that next to the time signature. So here, we don't have any sharps or flats indicated here. So this is telling us that in the piece, all the notes would be natural. Now let's move on to a second example. Here, we have a sharp. We have F sharp indicated in the key signature. That is telling us that every F you see in the piece will be played as F sharp. After identifying the key signature, be sure to watch for accidentals, because these are surprises that temporarily break the pattern. So for example here, we don't have any sharps or flats indicated at the top of the piece. But when you look later on in the piece, let's say in this measure, we see that in the bass clef, we end up having a G sharp. And the third thing to look for when starting a new piece of music is to see if you can spot any patterns. Are there any stepwise motions, skips, or repeated notes? Any rhythms are repeated? Identifying these patterns helps your fingers and brain learn the piece faster. So for example, let's look at this first line in this piece. We see that here we have a skip because we're going from C to E. And then here we end up having a repeated note because we have E, and then in the next measure we have E again. Then when we move on to this next note here, we have a step. It's going from E to D. And notice here we do have a repeated pattern. We have a half note and a quarter note. Then we have again a half note and a quarter note. When you take the time to check the time signature, key signature, and patterns before you play, you're giving your brain a roadmap, so you're not guessing your way through the song. Want to start playing real songs and build confidence at the piano? As a thank you for watching, drop a comment below and I'll send you my easy song playbook, packed with beginner-friendly songs so you can apply your skills and start making music right away. Thank you for tuning in. Catch me in the next video.